So no matter what anybody said in the past, it's time to forget the messengers and live the message if we want the world of our dreams. So I was on the Next Level Soul podcast, and Alex asked me what I want my legacy to be. I love that question because I know my intention is to be a positive force in the world, to be leaving a wake of positivity behind me. But my goal is not to have them remember who captained that boat that created that wake. So my legacy idea is to be changing the world for the better. What's interesting is when you talk to people about spirituality today, you find that they get very invested in their particular avatar. You know, Jeshua, Buddha, Krishna, Muhammad, Baha'u'llah, Wayne Dyer, Doreen Virtue, et al., all of them. They get very invested in their messengers. What's interesting is the messengers are bringing a message, and it's the message that's the important part. Jeshua went to his cross specifically because he wanted the message to go forward, not particularly him. And so when you look at the world, if you want to live into a loving world, it really comes down to living the message. But what is the message? The message is that you get to create. You get to be the person who is creating a loving experience. Gandhi said you must be the change you want to see in the world. That you are the one creating the experience. And each one of you is creating your own experience. And when all of those experiences come into harmony, then the world changes. Each person creating a loving life creates a loving world. People creating fearfully are creating a fearful world. It's a matter of outbalancing the fear with love and being in that space. That's the message, is that you are divine and you can create and you are creating already. And it's a matter of you coming back to that space and saying, okay, if that is the case, then I am love. I am joyfully giving love. I am joyfully receiving love. I'm looking at the people in my life who are most important to me, and I'm seeing them as a representation of love. A long time ago, I had a gentleman come to me, was really angry, and he said to me, he says, I work hard all week, and I on the weekends I get to come out here to the Renaissance Festival, and I deserve this. This is I work hard and I do all this, and I went home today and my wife was just angry and was, she was like, she needs you to stay here and help me do this, this, and this. And I deserve to get out here to the festival. I said, can I ask you a question? He said, sure. I said, when does she get a vacation? She's a mother of children. She takes care of your household. She does all those things. And she does that 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. When does she get to go out and do something that she loves to do? What is the thing you can do for the love in your life? What is the thing you can do for the love in your life? Well, people tend to forget that is the message, is to bring love into the world. They talk about, the life of Jeshua, the life of Buddha. People, because of my own past life memory stuff, they're always very interested in that experience. But to me, that experience has been one of the hindrances of my teaching, of what I talk about. Because people get so invested in that past life, they forget to realize there's a specific present moment message in there that was meant to be lived. It was meant to be expressed in the world. And they get so invested on was it a Y or a J on his name, or was he married, or was he in a scene, or all those stories, all those elements. People get so invested in that past stuff that they forget to be loving. And I know that's true, because if their belief doesn't match mine, they get mad because they're invested in that story as opposed to being loving in the here and now, taking this moment and living love. My live stream is called the Live Loving live stream. It's very specific. The teaching is to live love, to be love, to express love, or as Jeshua would say, to love one another. It doesn't matter what anybody in the past says. It doesn't matter what I say. It doesn't matter what anybody says. If you found love and you're living love, fantastic. You found God. You found the source. You found the message. But the messengers were just delivering a message.
It's a matter of living the message and recognizing that they were messengers. That's the struggle that a lot of people have in this world today. Is they're so invested in their particular messenger, they forget to live their message. And their message always comes down to love. My religion is simple, my religion is kindness. Right? He who knows not kindness has no faith. Right? It really is. Whatsoever you do to the least of my brothers, that you do unto me. We're one in love, and we can give love, we can give fear, we can give anxiety, we can give all those things. But when we come to the resonance of love, we are releasing fear. We are releasing anxiety. Buddha said, the secret to enlightenment is the eradication of fear. The messengers have told us, release your fear, come back to being loving, and put a love into the world and create a loving world. That's what the message is. And the message is broad and expansive through all different kinds of religions, all different kinds of thoughts. It always comes back to be loving and create a loving world. And you can only be loving in the present moment, because you can't be anything in the future and you can't be anything in the past. You are only in your present. Put your thoughts, words, and deeds in the present moment on love and live love. That's the message that every one of them said. But when we get so invested in who they were and their life and our own issues in the modern world, and we try to marry them to ancient times, you're lost in the wilderness of your own belief. Be love. Simply love. Love your life. If you are a musician, play your life like a song. If you are a painter, paint your life like it's a beautiful painting. If you're an actor, do your greatest performance from the love in your heart. Put that expression into the world. Be the love in your own life. And what can you do for the other loves in your life, like your wives and your children? What can you express to them that you are the loving expression that they have always wanted, so that they can be it too? That is the message. Forget about the messengers. Remember the message. Have that ride that positive wake behind that boat. Doesn't matter who the captain was. It only matters that you are living and riding in that wake and expressing that message forward, because that is how we change the world. I'd like to thank you guys, and you guys have a great day. And I'll talk to you soon. See ya. Bye.